Good morning, pilots. Beautiful morning, no wind, sunny, probably about 68, 70 degrees out. This is the morning I've been waiting for to do this range test for the control signal on the CG035. I've flown this flight path several times before across the lake here with my Bugs B2C as well as my Phantom. I am somewhat familiar with the shoreline on the other side of the lake there. We're going to use findlotsize.com to determine the actual range we're flying before the control signal gives up, at which point it will go into return to home. So we're going to fly on out over the lake here. I'm using the 47-gram first-person view system that I put together a couple of weeks ago. Consists of the Cyclops 3 micro camera with a DVR. Nice little camera, not super high definition or anything, but adequate and very lightweight. It's what we need for what we're doing here. And it's hooked to the Eachine TX5258 VTX set at 800 milliwatts, supposedly. I say that because I don't really think it's making all 800 milliwatts. But anyway, we're going to fly on out across the lake here and see how far we get before the control signal gives up and goes into return to home. I've flown this path, as I said, several times before. The Bugs B2C went a mile 0.3, I believe it was, and I still had control signal with that. So I'm hoping to go that far with the CG035. We'll find out here in a minute. On the antenna of my CG035 monitor on the transmitter, I've got the old rubberducky antenna on there, but it's hooked to a parabolic reflector, thinking that might help us out a little bit. So we'll see how that goes. So I'll kind of cut in and out as we go along here. Maybe a little bit of a headwind going out, but not much. So we're heading for that island you see there at about the 12 o'clock position. That's Grass Island, and it's almost a mile from my takeoff point. So far, so good. Got a black screen here momentarily, so I had to stop and hover to get my video signal back. That surprised me a little bit, but I kept going. Almost a mile. Still got good control signal. Had to stop and hover again, get my video signal back. And I kept going. Right at about a mile, right about here is about a mile, if I'm not mistaken, and Did get some control signal light on the transmitter. Right about here, it went into return to home by itself, and that's right at about a mile. I also hit the return to home switch right here just to be sure. I was hoping to go a little further than that, but we'll take the ride home, let return to home do the work. I guess a mile is actually pretty good. I think some other guys have flown the CG035 further than that, however, but it's the furthest I've ever flown it. And you know, I think for its stock configuration, I think it's pretty good. You know, I think a mile control signal distance, I think they advertise it at, I don't know what, 300 meters or something like that. You know, a mile is actually pretty good. And of course, these are relatively good conditions, good clean airspace here over the water. So, yeah, I wasn't expecting any major signal interference here. So I think I would have to consider that 1 mile range a legitimate range, as long as you have, as I say, good airspace, good clean airspace. The peninsula you see on the far right side of the screen there, that's as far as I've flown the CG035 before. And that's about 1 kilometer, I believe. We went, as I say, considerably further than that this morning. About back. I'm going to take control here in a minute or two and bring it in. Now I've got it. See my reflector there on my monitor. So there you are, guys. FindLotSize.com says it is 1.635 kilometers, 1.016 miles. And here's just a quick look at the antenna I had on my monitor. It's just the old rubber ducky with a parabolic reflector. Worked pretty well, I think. Thanks for watching, you guys. Appreciate it very much.